It's a bit of wood. I knew it was.
Yeah,
Alright, no bother.
So this is a caravan, and it's a caravan that I got for free. Now, this is rotten, and I've already put my foot through that, so this is completely shot. It's about here. Most caravans, they tend to rot around the doors because that's where it gets wet with your feet and things like that. I'll overstep that. Now, what I'm going to say to you is this looks a load better than it did when I picked it up. For hygiene reasons and for just for cleanliness, I cleaned up a load of stuff. So there was like grey carpet all the way down here that was absolutely covered in insulation, plastic bags, mouse or rat droppings, I don't really know. So I had to get rid of it before I came in here and filmed it because it was just absolutely disgusting. But you can see here there's obviously damp here, and if you go around here we've got damp here as well, goes all the way down. Now anybody that's familiar with caravans will know this is generally where they start to rot, is in these corners when the seals start to fade. And the same here as well. So just on the roof here, the roof joint, we've got a bit of rot there, so lots and lots of damp. Lots of evidence of vermin. Spider webs. I'll tell you, some of the spiders I saw in here as well were, yeah, they were not fun to see. So we've got some tools in here, some of the light fittings, sink, tap. Don't know what this is. Who knows? Ah, look, we've still got a plug. So this is like a folding. Ah, yeah. So this is like a worktop. Ah, so you can cover the sink, but full of holes, absolutely rotten. Couldn't. I mean, I don't know if there's anything you could do to that to make you want to prepare your food on that. But anyway, wardrobe, a coat hanger in there, TV aerial, I believe. Yep. Yeah. Tea towel, cloths, bathroom. Oh dear. Yeah, so I mean we're completely shot in here as well. You can see all the way down there, completely and utterly shot. It's a big light. All sorts of creatures living in there. Dare I open this? Oh man. Oh. I'm not even going to ask what that is. Alright, we'll come out of here. Oh. Blinds or something. Sandpaper. Rope. Probably going to have to use that later on to try and get it out of this ditch that I've dumped it in. The water heater. Then we've also got the bed slats and lots of other rubbish down there. I noticed as well in here we've actually got a folding table, I believe. Yeah, we'll leave that for now. Can't get that out. This was obviously part of a room separator, so I'm assuming this was a little separator. Because see here, we've actually got, which looks to me, so it's a bunk bed. Yeah, bunk bed mechanism. Alright. Kitchen area. So we've got a hob here. Again, don't know if anybody fancies frying their bacon on that. Dummy drawer. Shot. Oh, lovely. Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. Oven cleaner. A wee Canada BD40 up there, that'll come in handy. Fridge, so I believe this is a 3-way fridge. Don't know if that's rust or just rotten food that's in there, but yeah. Pretty nasty. Right. Here a little heater. Oh dear. Right. Look at this guy. And this tells the story of this entire caravan. As like I said to you, this whole floor was completely covered in just shreds of plastic bags and insulation and whatever else. So whatever thing was living in here had obviously just destroyed the place and decided to make its nest. So yeah, I was going to film it and then I thought, do you know what? No. I need to get all this stuff out before I come in here with a camera because I was fearing for my life. Let's check these cupboards. What have we got in here? More oven cleaner. Oh, lovely. The irony. Nice. Washing up liquid. Not sure. Select bang. Drill bits. Jubilee clip. I mean, that'll come in handy for something, but also not here. Liquid gloss. What colour is that? I actually see. Okay. Yeah, you can see that's all kind of coming away and rotting there as well. So, yeah. The other thing I noticed as well was when you can't, I don't really want to sit here, but due to the sun, I mean, this has sat for 10 years, so the sun has just absolutely destroyed the rubber seals around the window there. Then obviously we've jammed this window shut with a bit of cardboard. The handles are all breaking off because they're so brittle. What's this? Oh wow. Okay. Little side table. Yep, storage. Not touching that cloth, and then we've obviously got the Coachman original. Oh, that's cool. So we've got the original. So whoa, whoa, whoa! I did not see that, and I'm just about to put my hand near that. This tells you everything you need to know about this caravan. Okay, I'll quickly close that. Yeah. The other thing I noticed was, I mean, depending on how stained it is, but there's plywood that's been screwed on top of the actual floor here as well. Obviously not this bit, but certainly these bits will come in handy. I can use them on the base of my cage trailer I've got out the back there. So let's head out of here. I've already got the heebie-jeebies. So yeah, one free caravan. So why did I take it, you'll ask? Well, I bought it. Well, I didn't buy it, did I? I got it because I thought it'd be a good project. So for taking the kids away, for day trips, whatever else. I've had loads of caravans in my time. So I'm familiar with them and I know how to fix them. And I know, I know a lot about them. But you'll agree, you've just watched the video, so it's too far gone. I'm all for a project, I'm all for fixing bits and bobs, but it's just too much. And certainly, if I want to do something this year, you're talking, with the time that it'll take to fix these bits and then expense, I just don't think it's worth it. And it's a shame because it's sat for 10 years. It didn't have to be in this state, but it is, and here we are, and here it is. So what we're going to do with it? Well, after much deliberation, we're going to part it out. So parting out, if anybody's familiar with parting out cars, parting out caravans, parting out trailers, anything at all, the parts are always worth more than selling the whole thing whole. So I did debate whether, when I brought it home last week, I was like, do I just clear it out, take the rubbish out it, get rid of the evidence of vermin, all those things, and give it a wash, stick it on Marketplace and see if somebody wants it for 150 quid. It would probably work. I'd probably get rid of it for 150 quid. But no, I'm going to part it out because I've done this before. I've sold caravan parts before. I've sold trailer parts before. I've sold car parts before. And the money that can be made, if you're patient and you list them properly, the money that can be made is 3-4 times, sometimes more, what you would get if you just sold it whole. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to part it out. So let's have a look. So what can you sell? Well, I've done my research already before doing this video. So doors, stable doors or barn doors as they're called. Sought after on eBay, average price about £80 in this kind of condition. Obviously that may change because this has got some dents and stuff in it, whatever else, but for the most part, and the good thing is, I've actually got the key. It's rare that you pick up an old caravan and find the key, or get the key with it. So we're looking at 80 quid. Windows, how many windows have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 windows. Now, windows is anybody's guess, really, but they do go for a lot of money. So this one, for example, here, this does have a little crack in it, to be fair, here. However, you're looking at anywhere between 50 to 250 quid for a window, depending on the condition. Right? Will I get 250 quid for that? Probably not. But I'll clean it up, obviously detail the flaws in it. If there's any broken accessories on it, take them off and sell it. However, you're looking at, let's say on average, 100 quid per window. What else we got? The vents. People are looking for vents, so these things break, or people are doing kind of camper van conversions, and that's obviously where these come in, because people are looking to do, well, they're building camper vans nowadays, aren't they? And it's not cheap. So they've bought a van on a budget, so they want windows and stuff on a budget, but these vents come in really handy as well, and that's also part of the fridge. We've got wheels, but what I did notice as well under here, we've also got a spare wheel, and that, boys and girls, looks brand new. So we've got 3 wheels there, and let's just say they're 60 quid on average. Inside, now this is where it gets interesting. So these bunk bed units, sought after on eBay, Selling lots of them in the last 90 days. This is going for around 50 to 60 quid. The fridge, again, it's a three-way. So runs on gas, electric and battery. Now, granted, it does need cleaned up. But they're selling anywhere between 80 to 150 quid. Depending, again, on what condition. Sink unit, 50 quid. The hob, once it's cleaned up, 60 quid. These fixtures and fittings as well, they sell. People buy them. And you're looking at 25 to 30 quid a door. These ones that lock, they've got little locks on them. This one, I checked this on eBay. A door this size. Right? The last one sold for 140 quid. For this door. Okay, now, there is a horror story in there. And again, I'm not looking forward to open that to clean it. And God knows what's in these bits. However, these toilet units are selling for anywhere between 100 to 150 quid. The water heater, again, if it works, should easily be worth 100 quid, if not more. Folding table, last one I checked, 50 quid. 50 quid for that folding table. Now, it's a pity that these drawer units are obviously broken, because these could have been sold, but I'm sure I'll be able to salvage some of them. The beds, so again, seem in okay condition, but somebody that's wanting to build a camper van or perhaps rebuild the beds in their current caravan, maybe not this one, but these bed units, again, haven't really put a price on these, but they're selling. More units up here. If we head back outside though, light clusters. Now these are multifunctional. You can use these on a trailer or you can use them on a caravan. They can be replacements for your caravan. But again, these can sell for 40 quid a corner. Big reflector strip there as well, 25 quid. Handles. Now these are better quality, the Coachman quality ones. Any experience I've had with these before, they actually break, but these are actually metal. So 15 quid for one. There we go, 4. And that's just the stuff that I'm telling you about, or that I can, let's spring it. Well, you've got the legs as well. So we've got the legs, I don't know if you can see them, they're in there. So I checked these legs on eBay. They're being sold in pairs. These are winding legs. You can obviously use a leg winder or an electric drill for these. So the last set that I saw that sold on eBay a couple of days ago, 60 quid for the pair. And there's 4 here, so there's 120 quid. And then let's not forget that it's covered in aluminium. Now how much aluminium's there, I don't know. But you've got all the stuff up on the roof as well. Again, can be weighed in. There'll be money for that. These things, these are obviously the window retainers. I don't know where these are. You see them in every caravan. Is it gutters or what? I don't know. But surely somebody's looking for them. Somebody's looking for them. And then whatever else is underneath. They're also, obviously I'm not going in there because there's a wasp's nest, or there used to be a wasp's nest in there, but you've got the original Coachman electric control unit. The circuit breaker, if you like, that's in there. Again, I don't know how much it is, I haven't checked it, but it'll be worth money. And you've got everything that's underneath. There'll be wiring, there'll be all sorts of stuff. But the other thing is, well, when all's said and done, when you've stripped this down, sold it, get rid of the aluminium, and then obviously broke up the rest for firewood or whatever else, there is a galvanised chassis under there. Galvanised. So this caravan is, well, I don't know, I can't find out. Well, I'm sure I could find out if I googled it, but I was looking for the plate. The plate is normally here, but you can't actually see it. But let's say 1990s, right? So this caravan is, well, it's over 30 years old. But the chassis is as new. So there's a galvanised chassis under there. So when this is taken apart, this can easily be built into, you know, something of use. It can be built into a box trailer, a cage trailer. It could be built into a small car transporter. So again, chassis, galvanised, selling for easily 150 quid. And I know because I bought one and built a trailer. It's over there, and we'll do a video about that one day as well. So that's what we're doing. A free caravan. Alright? I was doing the woman a favour. And I almost felt bad for taking it for free, but she wanted rid. So that's what I did. Got rid of it. And here we are. So the next video is going to be about starting to strip this down. We need to get it out of here first, because it's when we ditched it in the grass, it's fell in a kind of a hole there, so we can't actually move it out. So we need to get it towed out. But once it's out, we're going to move it to the top, and we're going to start cleaning it, getting these items listed, and making money. And let's see where we go from there.